Well, good Sunday evening, everyone. We've had a beautiful weather day so far here in the Middle Ohio Valley, and that beautiful weather is looking to continue into the upcoming work week. Taking a current look at our Highmark, West Virginia Skycam downtown Parkersburg. It's a beautiful sunny day with the temperatures currently at 69 degrees, dew points at 44. Winds are the west-southwest at around 8 miles per hour. Lower temperatures across the region. Everyone's generally in the 60s or the 70s. So far, it's been a beautiful early fall day here in the Middle Ohio Valley. Now we're actually around 10 degrees warmer than where we were this time to yesterday. As if you remember from yesterday, we're in the 50s currently. So it's certainly still in the 60s for most of us, but definitely a lot warmer today compared to tomorrow. What we're watching over the next couple days is that we're going to have a sunny and dry week ahead here in the Middle Ohio Valley. There's going to be no rain chances at all for the upcoming week, with the temperature still remaining in a comfortable range. Taking a current look at our radar, we just have some passing clouds in our area, but no rainfall associated with it. But if we zoom on out, that cold front that moved through on Friday has really pushed off towards the eastern coast, and all that's left is an area of high pressure and very dry conditions so far for most of the eastern United States. Taking a current look at Futurecast, we're going to remain dry during the overnight hours, waking up tomorrow morning with clear skies going into the afternoon, much more of the same, maybe a passing cloud here or there. Going to Tuesday, much more of the same, really a repeat of the past couple of days with abundant sunshine going to the afternoon hours as well. Temperature trend over the next week, as you can see, we're going to be in the low 70s once again tomorrow, or on Monday around 73 degrees. Going to rise a little bit on Tuesday to 77. Then we finally hit the 80s again on Wednesday. We kind of flatten out in the mid 80s for the upcoming week. Tonight we're going to be dropping down around 44 degrees with another chilly night, so make sure you're wearing a jacket if you're out and about with some passing clouds. Then waking up tomorrow morning, it's going to be chilly once again. Still going to be at 44 degrees at 6 a.m., 7 more of the same. Then we're going to start to rise when the sun comes up at 8 a.m. to 47 degrees, so make sure those kids are bundled up if they're heading off to the bus stop. Tomorrow we're going to rise around 73 degrees with abundant sunshine, pleasant weather once again. Over the next 7 days, no rainfall at all in the upcoming week. We're going to have a beautiful early fall week here in the Middle Ohio Valley. The 80s are going to return by Wednesday. Going to flatten out in the mid 80s for this upcoming weekend, Andrew. So certainly looking like a beautiful weekend ahead here in the Middle Ohio Valley.
It's absolutely looking like a beautiful week, but thank you for your report, Thomas. Switching gears now, there's an ongoing scam targeting small businesses